Hello everyone and welcome to the weird, scary and horrible parts of humanity. Francisco de Assis Pereira, known as the Park Maniac and Motoboy, was born on the 29th of November 1967 in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Throughout his childhood he was a victim of childhood sexual trauma, with his maternal aunt sexually molesting him, which made him develop an obsession with breasts. During his sex life he showed a love for dyspareunia, painful sexual intercourse due to medical or psychological causes. As an adult, he was seduced by his male boss, who was a homosexual, and the heterosexual Pereira was forced to engage in homosexual relationships. During his adulthood, he was in a relationship with a goth girl who almost ripped off Pereira's penis during sex, which made him fear losing his penis. He developed intense pain during future sex acts. In 1995, he attempted to rape an unnamed and unidentified woman, but was able to post bail upon his arrest. He then lived with a transvestite who could best be seen as a ladyboy in 1996, named Fina. During his relationship, he punched Fiana frequently in the stomach and slapped her in the face. In 1997, he began working as a motorcycle courier at a company nearby a police station in Sao Paulo, but quit 3 days before he became a murderer. Working mainly around the Sao Paulo metro stations, particularly in Japacura metro station in Sao Paulo, he approached his female victims, promising them participation in photo shoots for a large cosmetic company, which would take place at a park. He approached girls who appeared to be emotionally vulnerable. Once at the park, he would rape the girls before strangling them with their shoelaces and a rope. On some occasions, he would burn their bodies as well as unsuccessfully attempt to cannibalize them. In 1997, he murdered his first victim, 21-year-old Elisangela Francisco de Silva. Silva came from the bordering state of Paraná and was born in Londrina. She was born to a poor family and due to financial difficulties left school in the 7th grade. Silva moved to Sao Paulo in 1996 to live with her aunt Solange Barbosa. Telling her aunt that she would be home within 2 hours, she met her friend at Eldorado Mall in the west zone of Sao Paulo. Pereira's naked body was found on the 28th of July 1997 in the State Park of Sao Paulo, and after 3 days the body was identified as that of Elisangela Francisco da Silva. She had been raped and strangled with a rope. Pereira's second victim was 23-year-old Raquel Mota Rodrigues. Rodrigues lived in Gravataí in the state of Rio Grande do Sul in the south of Brazil and the 5th most populous state in Brazil. Moving to Sao Paulo to earn money for her family, she worked as a saleswoman in a furniture store in the Pinheiros neighborhood of Sao Paulo. After work on the 9th of January 1998, Rodrigues went out with her friends at around 8 p.m. with a group of friends meeting at a bar. Afterwards, she arrived at Sao Paulo metro station, Jabaquara, the terminus of the Blue Line 1. Rodrigues telephoned her cousin Ligia Rodrigues and said that she had met a young man and accepted his offer of posing as a model for a cosmetics company, with the shoot to take place in Diadema, Sao Paulo, 17 kilometers away from the center of Sao Paulo. Her cousin warned Raquel Mota Rodrigues not to go with a stranger as she believed that it would be dangerous. Rodrigues replied that she would not go, but simultaneously she never returned home. When she did not return home, Ligia telephoned the Polícia Militar do Estado de Sao Paulo, the military police of the Sao Paulo state. The body of Rodrigues was found in the State Park of Sao Paulo on the 18th of January 1998, 9 days after she had disappeared. Like Silva, Rodrigues had been raped and strangled with a rope. Pereira's third victim was 18-year-old Isadora Frankel, who he raped and strangled on the 10th of February 1998 before burning her body after strangling her to death. Pereira's third victim, 18-year-old Isadora Frankel, was found on the 10th of February 1998. Pereira had raped and strangled Frankel before burning her body. His fourth victim was 24-year-old Patricia Gonçalves Marinho, who he killed on the 17th of April 1998. Marinho lived with her grandmother Josefa Marinho, and according to her family, she never had any aspiration to become a model. Marinho was raped and strangled by Pereira, and her body was not found until the 28th of July 1998 in the State Park of São Paulo. Her body was only identifiable through clothes and jewellery belonging to her which were found next to her body. Pereira had raped and strangled Marinho, and after killing her he attempted to cannibalise her. On the 3rd of July 1998, Pereira targeted his youngest victim, 15-year-old Selma Ferreira Queiroz. The youngest of three sisters, Queiroz dreamed of studying accounting or computer science. Living in Crotia, in the state of São Paulo, Queiroz was travelling to the centre of São Paulo as she had been dismissed as a drugstore clerk. She also intended to visit her boyfriend who lived in the centre of São Paulo. Once in São Paulo, she telephoned her boyfriend and said that she would not make it to his place in time to watch the 1998 FIFA World Cup, but she would eventually make it to his place. However, she did not tell her boyfriend where she was. The 1998 FIFA World Cup was held in France from the 10th of June until the 12th of July 1998, with France ending up as champions, Brazil as runner-up, and Croatia and the Netherlands in 3rd and 4th place respectively. The pair were going to watch the quarter-finals match between Brazil and Denmark, which was to take place in Nantes, with Brazil going on to win the match 3-2, and they were also going to watch the Italy-France game, which was to take place in Saint Denis, which France would go on to win 4-3 on penalties. However, 15-year-old Queiroz would never see her boyfriend or either of the matches. On the 4th of July 1998, an unnamed man telephoned the elder sister of Queiroz named Selma, claiming that he had kidnapped her younger sister and asked for a ransom of 1,000 reais. He said that he would call back that afternoon but never did. The naked body of Queiroz was found in São Paulo State Park, having been raped, beaten and strangled to death. Bite marks were found on her shoulders, breasts and legs, once again suggesting that Pereira had attempted to cannibalise her. Pereira had attempted to kill an additional 3 women, and a sketch was made of their suspected killer, which was distributed to all media outlets. Fisherman João Carlos Villaverde, who lived with Pereira at the time, told police that he recognised his roommate as the murderer. Villaverde gave the Polícia Militar do Estado de São Paulo Pereira's number, which led to his former workplace. Searching there, they found an identity card belonging to one of his victims, by which state police started a nationwide search for Pereira. Following a 23-day nationwide manhunt on the 4th of August 1998, Pereira was found living with a friend in Itaqui in the southwest of Rio Grande do Sul, the 5th most populated state in Brazil. On the 7th of August 1998, he confessed to 11 murders in front of his lawyer and 2 police officers, leading police officers to Queiroz's body. He murdered an additional 7 unnamed women, all of whom were strangled. He was held in an isolated cell to protect himself from the general prison population, with police knowing that he would have been killed had he been released into the general prison population. Sentenced to 268 years in prison, Pereira will be released in 2028 after serving 30 years in prison in accordance with Brazilian law, with 30 years the maximum prison sentence. Imprisoned at the Taubaté House of Custody and Psychiatric Treatment during a riot on the 18th of December 2000, inmates attempted to kill Pereira. During the riot, 4 inmates were killed. As a result, he was moved to another prison. Despite his murders, Pereira considers himself to be a normal person and stated that he is alive because of his faith. He also stated that what he did was outside of his control and an evil thing. He met his current wife, Jussara, while in prison, with the 2 writing letters between each other. Jussara has a degree in history and geography. Pereira's case galvanized Brazil, with over 1,000 letters received by him per month, most of these written by women, after he was arrested in 1998. An Ibope survey for the Public Prosecutor's Office in 2004 showed that Pereira's case is one of the most remembered cases in Brazil, with 76% of people surveyed remembering the case. Journalist Gilmar Rodrigues wrote the book Lucas de Amor, Women Who Love Serial Killers and Sexual Crimes, in 2009. The book aimed to understand why so many women wrote to and felt affection for Pereira. Thank you for watching. Please do yourself a favour and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to inform you when new videos come out. Also, why not hit that like button and leave a nice comment? It helps more than you know and your support is truly appreciated. Until next time, stay awesome, stay classy, be kind to everyone you meet, and have an amazing day.